Recording in progress.
Hello and welcome. I'm so glad that you're here for our event, Come Home to Your Power. As you jump in, let me know that you're here. Let us know that you're here. Want to say hi?
Hi, everyone. Wow, I'm so pleased to see so many of you.
It's so great to have you. As you come in, let us know where you're joining from. Let us know if this is your first time joining us, if you've hung out with us before, just kind of like whatever, like how many times you've hung out with us, maybe from Indianapolis. Good morning. Hi, Jen. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Lorianne. First time coming here. Yay, I'm so glad you're here. Andrea, hello. So nice to see you. Monica, your first time. Jen, your first time. Oh my gosh. Jennifer from Portland. Oh my gosh. So glad. Dawn and Lisa from Boulder. Yay! I'm so glad to see some maybe precipitation here in Boulder. So exciting. Yay! First time from New Jersey. Oh, yay! This is so fun. So many first time people. It's so wonderful to see so many first time people. Gabriel from Erie.
Erie, Colorado?
Melissa from Texas. Oh my gosh. Erica, hello. Anne and Tamara. Okay. If this is not your first time hanging out with us, I would also love to hear that. If this is not your first time hanging out with us, if you've hung out with us before, if you're like, I know you, we've hung out, I'd also love for you to say hi just because we love you. We would love to see you too. Jenny, OG, but your first time live with Peter. Jenny! You get to see Peter. It's so exciting. I know I'm on the internet more with people than Peter is, but it's so exciting. Not my first time. Okay. I've been to many of these. Amazing. I'm so glad. Okay. So, Charlie, been here a few times. Absolutely. I recognize you. Follower for many years, Savvy. So nice to see you. Okay. So, this is what I want you to do. If you are somebody who's been with us before, this is like not your first rodeo, I would love for you to welcome everyone who it is our first rodeo, to just like let them know that they belong, that we want them here, that we're excited to have them, because it makes such a big difference for people to know that they are like not alone, that they are in the right place, and that we are the most welcoming, wonderful community. Am I right? Like, we love having new people joining us. It's so much fun. Welcome. Yay. Okay. I love it. Yeah, you're going to love it. It's so true. It's so true. It's so good. Also, we have like we wanted to be able to see like as many of your faces as possible. So Peter might be looking up a lot. I see him doing that. And it's
Oh,
because
yeah.
like all of your
There's
faces are
another screen up here.
with all of your faces so that we can see them all. So just so you know, for if he's looking up or if I end up looking up, it's because we just want to see your faces and we can't see them all without looking pretty high. You're in a great space. Yay. Okay. It is the best community, Jenny. I absolutely agree. I'm so glad that you're here. So I wanted to do just a little introduction of Peter and I. So we are the founders of the Dragon Tree, and we started the Dragon Tree, what was that, 23 years ago?
Almost, well, 23 and a half, almost
20,
24, yeah.
wow, 23 and a half years
I'm
ago.
like a, 4-year-old. It's important that we get the halves in there.
I mean, it kind of is amazing to get the halves in there, honestly. So we started the Dragon Tree a long time ago. We started as a spa in Portland. We still have our spa in Portland. If you've been to our spa in Portland, let us know in the comments. If maybe Portland is where you live or you've just come to visit. Maybe you have even been there since the beginning, and we have lots of clients that have been with us for these 23 and a half years. So amazing. And yes, thank you. And then we opened our spa in Boulder, Colorado, and we also wrote the Dream Book together. So many of you probably have used our Dream Book. How many of you have used our Dream Book before? I love Misty says 23 years. I've been to the spa in Boulder. I've been a regular. Spa in Boulder. Okay, amazing. So some of you are like Boulder spa people, love it so much. Some of you are Portland spa people. Okay, amazing. Every year I use the Dream Book, says Marie. I love it. Love the Dream Book. Dream Book. Yes. So we wrote the Dream Book. And we also wrote Rituals for Transformation, which is a book that some of you also may have done before, but not all of you. Actually, can you grab it? I meant to have it right here. And Rituals for Transformation we've actually written other books too, but this is the book that we're going to talk about a bunch today. And Rituals for Transformation is a 108-day journey to your sacred life. It's an amazing book. Have any of you done the Rituals for Transformation already? I see some of you nodding. So some of you. Used a dream book before? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Rituals was awesome. Okay. I love it. So good. Doing it now. My first year with the dream book. Okay. Dabbled a little. Okay. We hear that a lot. So we actually have some things in store for you today, which is part of why we are gathering. But we created all of these things because we are really devoted to creating a peaceful world through more peaceful individuals. We really believe that we in ourselves need to find a way to get to peace. So, hence our spas, our dream book for creating your life, rituals for transformation, this evolutionary journey that you can go on. And really, kind of everything that we do is really based in this theory, this idea, this mission that we have of creating more peaceful individuals. And we have really recognized that what actually changes people a lot is practice and reflection and structure and community, and these things that we keep bringing forward in our company and in our offerings. So,
I would add real quick that with this book in particular, one of the things that it's such a beloved, I mean, it's probably our favorite project that we've ever done.
It's your favorite project? I don't know if it's my own.
I
I'm
think
like, maybe
so.
it is my favorite project.
I mean, I really feel like part of it is that in the midst of birthing this book, I just felt like so connected and so much like it was just like pouring through me. And I think that just to add on to your message about peace and promoting more peaceful individuals, I think that part of how we accomplish that, besides the various things we offer in the spas and so on, is by kind of expanding. And it's really easy to get kind of narrow, and a lot of us sort of have a flow of social media or whatever that kind of keeps us in the same lane. Doesn't really encourage us to expand beyond our stories and so on, programming and everything else. And so that's really, I think, what a big part of the emphasis of this book is: expanding beyond, you're more than a body, you're more than a mind, you're more than all of your history, you're so much more expansive than we tend to operate as. And that tends to naturally offer us a sense of perspective and peace to get bigger, to allow ourselves to expand beyond the personality and our everyday routines and our standard flow of grievances and everything else. And that's what we want to, that's a big part of how we get to that place: expanded peace.
Wow, that was like really not what I thought we were going to talk about
Really?
right now, but it's so great. Great. I love it. So, I want to talk a little bit about what we're going to do here. So, we have, well, first of all, we are going to be going through just like working to really come home to ourselves and our powers. I'm going to give you really 5 incredibly powerful practices that we'll do, some together and some that you will hopefully take home or take with you and do. We also will have prizes randomly throughout. So if you are here live, we are going to be pulling live winners and giving prizes because I love prizes so very, very much. And then we are also going to have 2 bonus prizes. This is like special secret. Didn't know we were going to do this, but we are going to have 2 special prizes for people who watch the replay at the very end. So there will be lots of prizes whether you're here live or on replay. There's lots of options. And I just want to say that, in this time, in this world at this point, it feels like it can feel pretty hard to be fully in our power, like all the way in our energy. And part of what I want to normalize is that like people pay a lot of money to distract your attention, to distract your energy, to pull at your energy, right? Like all of the social media and all these people who are investing millions of dollars to get your attention, to get your energy. And it's inevitable, not inevitable, but it's likely that we have leaked our energy in distraction, in overgiving, in overthinking, and just really in trying to manage everything that is going on. So today we're really going to help you come back to your body, to your clarity, to your steadiness, so that you can like feel that here and also leave with practices that you can really use. So we're going to do lots of like actual practices and have it be very experiential while you're here. You're also going to leave with practices that you can do. You are welcome to have your camera on or off, kind of whatever feels best for you. Of course, as you can probably tell, we love looking at your faces. So if you have your camera on, like, we love it, but also don't worry about it. The one thing you will really want though is a journal nearby. We are going to be doing some writing, and it is really helpful to have your journal with you so that you can do that writing, or just even some pieces of paper and a pen, whatever you've got. So I also want to say that we're going to go through this process today, and then we're going to be talking about this really amazing equinox experience that we have available. It's going to start March 20th, and we're going to have a really special offer on it today, so I'll talk about that at the end. But I just kind of wanted to let you know that a lot of what we are doing today is structured transformation that is similar to what we're going to do in this equinox experience. So that is where we're going to start. And Peter's going to go, and he's going to come back and join us for the end.
Yeah.
I love you.
Thanks. I noticed a woman here who she has sort of the female equivalent of my name, and I don't know if it's Petriana. But I feel like
you feel bonded.
If I were a woman, that would be
your name
that I would choose. Yeah,
it's a good name. It's a good name. Okay, can you move this chair for me a little bit? Thank you, my darling. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, so I would love to start by talking about just like getting a little gauge of how present are you feeling right now on a scale from 1 to 10. Like, maybe because you're here with us on this internet, you might feel like a little bit more present, but in your life, generally, where are you feeling? Like between 1 and 10. If 10 was like, I'm super present in my life, it's amazing. And 1 is kind of like, oh no, not at all. Okay, 3, 3, 7, 5, I've seen lots and lots of 5s. 7, amazing. 6, 5, it changes every day. Okay, so just like right now, Kristen. 4, 6, 3, 7, 10. I love it. So great. 5, 5, 8, amazing. 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 4. Okay. Putrina. That's not even a little bit like Peter, honestly. It's prettier. Little secret, when I met Peter, I was like, can I call you something else? I don't love the name Peter. And he was like, sure, you can call me whatever you want. We tried some different things. And then everyone else called him Peter. So I was like, fine, whatever. We'll go back to Peter. He should be Putri. Ooh, I like that. And then we could leave off the no. I don't know. Anyway, we've kind of stuck with Peter for now. 9. Okay, we're doing great. So these are great. Fluctuating hard all the time. 8, but sometimes 2. Okay, sometimes within the same day. So fair. This is so true. This is very true. Okay, so I want us to start with just getting ourselves really present here, right? Getting ourselves in our body. And this is really one of the first practices that I want to bring into how we can really come home all the way into our power. It's really hard to come fully into our power if we're not in our bodies, in our presence, right? If we're not grounded here and now. So we're going to start with that, and we're going to start by lighting a candle. So if you have a candle where you are, if you've hung out with me before, you probably knew that I was going to say, let's light a candle. You might have one. And if you don't, that's totally okay. I just want to invite in that fire element of clarity and of unity, and just to give us the understanding, our system, oh, this is important. I'm important. This time is important, right? So we're just going to start there. And I'm going to invite you to, if you can, put your feet on the floor, if that feels good to you. And just close your eyes. And just taking a nice deep breath into your belly. And a nice long exhale. And just really allowing yourself to land in this moment, to feel your body here and now, to feel the earth beneath you, holding all of your weight, and just allowing yourself to release your holding, releasing it down into the earth. And we're just going to scan our bodies, just a real gentle hello, a little loving awakening into our bodies, starting at our heads, the very top of our heads and our skull, softening, saying hello, softening our brows, our jaws. There's a little movement that would be useful in your neck to just let it loosen up. Really allowing your whole head to have your sweet awareness. And then moving down into your neck, the front of your neck, the back of your neck, all the way into your shoulders, down your arms to the tips of your fingers. And as you move your awareness into your body, just like it's getting a gentle massage of awareness. Hi, hello, hi body. And if you can bring with that awareness just a feeling of love. Loving your arms, then moving your awareness into your chest. Breathing into your lungs, feeling your heart beating. Awareness of your ribs and your spine, of your liver and your digestive system, of your kidneys and your bladder. Hello, I love you. All the way down into your reproductive organs. Hello. And then into your hips. And if it feels good to give a little movement in those hips, you can move your hips a little. And then all the way down your legs, knees, all the way to your toes. Bringing so much love and awareness to your body. And with your breath, creating some space internally. To just really be here in your body, now. And then just giving yourself a little squeeze. Hello. And when you feel ready, I invite you to open your eyes with me. So nice just to have a moment to really land in our bodies. Most of us are just always thinking our way through life, right? We're like thinking. And so much of our power returns when we inhabit our bodies. When we're like, hi, body, hi, I'm here, right? Just a little bit more present in our experience here and now, right? It's like moving our awareness, like moving our attention externally to moving it internally and giving ourselves some presence and giving ourselves some time. And I love it. Marianne says, I can't help but see little characters everywhere in my body working hard and waving hi. Hi! I love that. Oh, that's so beautiful. So, just after this one practice, I'm curious for anyone who felt a change in your presence. How do you feel in yours from a scale from 1 to 10? How do you feel in your presence now? Do you feel more present from just bringing attention? Do you feel same? Like just noticing. Because that really was just like, we took just like 5 minutes to be like, hi, body, I'm here. More present, right? A lot of people move to like an 8. I realized how hard mentally I am on my body, critical, and it felt good to celebrate my body. Yeah, a little bit more, a little bit more. Okay, great. That's all. That's it, right? And listen, that we're not looking in like 5 minutes to maybe go from like a 1 to a 10, but even a 3 to a 4 or a 6 to a 7, like that's actually a really big deal in our lives. And this is something that you can give to yourself really regularly, especially for those of us that are hard on our bodies. We're like critical, where we should be or look different or be able to do things that we can't do, or all of those things. And instead say, hi, hi, thanks. Thanks for being here. I love you. Hi, right? That's it. We're not even saying like it's a magical forever thing. It's just as often as we can do this, right? This is a practice I would love to give to you that you can bring into your life at any time, right? You can give yourself this at any time to just say, hi, I love you. Thank you. Our bodies do so much for us all the time with very little, right? We do very little for them to like breathe and move our blood and move our lymph and take care of all sorts of little things and regrow skin. I just like it's amazing, right? So this is the first practice, and it's really where I feel like starting everything is just this relationship with our body. And some of us have amazing relationships with our bodies, and some of us struggle, right? But I do think that no matter who you are, starting from this place is really important. And it's actually one of the things in our Rituals for Transformation book. The first several practices are about this, right? It's about relationship with body, relationship with like here and now and presence. So, next, I want to talk about really listening to our intuition, because this is the second piece of like coming into our own power, which is coming into our intuition. And here, the thing is that lots of people are like, I'm intuitive or I'm not intuitive. But the fact of the matter is, we're actually all intuitive, right? It's just not always that easy to hear our intuition over the noise of life, right? Because there's all the other things, there's all the thoughts, there's all the stuff all the time. And also, we haven't all been told that our intuition is valuable to listen to, right? So many of us have grown up in power dynamics, authority dynamics that said, actually, listen to me. I know what's right for you. I know what's best for you. Or this other person does, or the authority does, or whoever it is, rather than saying, maybe you do know about yourself. Maybe you should listen in. Actually, what do you think? What do you feel? Right? I don't know a lot of us, at least like people around my age, which I'm kind of assuming we're all kind of around our age, meaning we're not like teenagers currently. If you're a teenager and you're here though, I'm delighted. I love you and you belong here too. I love my teenagers. But most of us probably aren't teenagers. So most of us probably didn't grow up with parents. Some of us hopefully did, saying like, well, what do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel about that idea? Like, I'm thinking about doing this thing. Well, how do you feel? And if you did, let's just celebrate your parents. Like, oh my goodness, how wonderful. But most of us didn't get that messaging. And so I want us to like dip into our intuition here at least a little bit to like feel its aliveness, right? It might not be that we have like huge intuitive insight if we haven't been listening, but we might have a little, right? At least the glimmerings of our intuition. So I want you to take out your journal or your piece of paper, whatever you have to write on, and I want you to write down some decision that you've been circling, some like thing that you're pondering, right? Like, should I do this or should I do that? Or would I like this, right? Or would I like that, right? Anything that you have been considering, right? It doesn't have to be a huge thing. If it is a huge thing, that's also okay. But whatever it is that you have been like considering in your life. So you're just going to write that down. It doesn't have to be a really big thing. It could be like for me, probably right now, it's like I really want new dining room chairs and I've been trying to decide which ones, right? It's like it doesn't even have to be a serious thing. That's not serious, but it's something that's coming in, right? Um, oh, Priya turns 49 tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday, Priya. That's amazing. This is a gift I give myself. I love it. So good. Okay, and once you have your decision that you've been circling, can you just let me know in the chat just so that I know that we're mostly ready? Okay, I see a bunch of people that are ready. Yes, if it's hard for you to hear me, I'm actually going to turn up my microphone and see if that actually helps. If it does help, let me know, Colleen. Okay, a bunch of us are ready. Okay, great. I love it. Okay, these are such great. I love people that put their things into. That's so great. Colleen, did that help? If it did, I'm so glad. Otherwise, I can also just talk louder. Okay, so now the next thing is, what do I already know about it? Not from here, not from like your mind space, but what do you already know? Like just intuitively know about it. It might be like, it might just be like one word, right? Like for me, the word that just came forward was green. I was like, oh, I guess I already know that I want them to be green, right? For you, maybe it's, you know, something simple, or maybe it's like a date, or maybe it's something else. And so just asking in, what do I already know about this? And it could be something that you just actually technically just already know from your mind. But if there's something about it that's in there that you already know, just write down the word or two. It doesn't have to be a lot. Okay. And now the last question that you're going to write here for right now is, what am I afraid will happen if I like go with the thing? Like, what am I afraid will happen? And this is just to kind of get it a little bit like, I don't know, like out in the open, because a lot of times these things are actually happening underneath the surface where like it is happening, right? There's a fear there, or there's a concern, but we're not giving it voice. And so it's just like simply, without any judgment, without it needing to be different, just like, what is it? What is the fear? Um, okay, I can't become anything else in my life. Okay, that is a big fear. People ask where my husband is. Okay, is that the fear? Is that the fear of afraid what will happen if you act? Okay, not sure what the fear is. Okay, so if you can't readily access the fear, it will help. I think the next little thing that we're going to do may help you identify if there's a fear. And if there isn't a fear, that's also okay, right? It might be something else. When people see me succeed, they will take me down. Okay. No one will read my newsletter. What if I choose wrong? Worried that I will hurt myself. I'll be alone in a strange place, scared of failure, right? All of these are, first of all, I just want to say these are such normal fears, right? Does anyone else relate to anyone else's fears? Like, I feel especially like scared of failure, scared people will judge me. Those are very common, right? It's like we are in that together. What if it doesn't make me as happy as I think? Will I lose my identity or sense of self when I close my company? Yeah, okay. Environment may be worse than my current job. I will cause strife with my loved ones. Can I be truly successful in my life? These are like, yes, yes, right? So, all of these things where it's like, this is the fear. This is like the real reason that we're not acting. So, I'm going to now have us close our eyes again, or I'm going to have you close your eyes again. And I want you to just come back into your body again, like that, where we are loving our body. You can just come right back into that place of like, body. And I want you to ask, where in your body do you know the answer? Like the answer to the thing you've been circling, to your ponderance. Is there a place in your body that already knows the answer? And then if you can, go into that place, like bring all of your awareness and attention into that place in your body that already knows the answer. And then asking in that part of your body, right? Because there may be other parts that have all the fear and everything else, but this is the part that knows. Asking, what is the most aligned step for my life here? What is the most aligned step for my life? And you may experience the arrival of the answer in many ways. It may come as a sound. It may come as something you see. It may come as a feeling. It might come as a knowing, like all of a sudden you just know. Just let it arrive for you however it arrives. And then really like bring your presence to the answer. Okay, I hear you. I feel you. I know you. I see you. Okay. And when you feel solid in what you've received from your body, from your intuition here, I invite you to open your eyes and just write down what it said. What was the response from your system? Yeah, Lisa, what is like the next aligned step? I think that a lot of times we want it to be the like right answer. And I move away from that language because I feel like actually sometimes it's just what is the most aligned thing for me to do in this situation that will bring me where my world wants to take me, right? Okay, start slow and don't push it. Okay, I made the right choice even though others disagree. Okay, beautiful, right? And so whatever you're receiving there, and sometimes it feels just like just a glimmer of a thing. That's also okay. It's really okay to start there. Just noticing it at all will start to build your intuitive connection. And this is just saying, I'm listening to what my system has to tell me. Trust, empowerment, it's going to be scary and worth it. Go where you can make a difference. Just show up in your life one step at a time. Say yes. This, less pushing myself and more flowing in aligned action like we've been working on. Amazing. I need to get more information and not be afraid of asking questions. Okay, so this is like such a beautiful example, Carrie. Thank you for sharing that, because sometimes our intuition isn't like, yes, go girl, or stop, right? It's not so, because the information that's here is actually find out more information, take the next step, see, like let's find out, right? Let's actually see what is true, right? So ask more questions. Is sometimes the intuitive guidance isn't a yes or no, it's a find out more information, but don't be afraid, right? Don't be afraid to ask questions. Transition and get out, it'll bring you peace, move out. Make an outline. Boring. Kristen, I love it. Sometimes our intuition is like, do the thing, the boring thing, right? I love it. Feel the vibe, bathe in it. Mine was just peace, not sure what to do with that. Okay, so Megan, you might ask, right? So this is also a great example when you're like, I don't know what to do with that intuitive guidance. Take time to go back into it and ask again. Okay, peace. What is that like? What do I do? Like, is there an action step I could take? And is that piece if I do this thing or don't do that thing, right? You might ask some more questions in there. Take the second step. The first one is easy. Relax into the present moment. Let me be as I am now. Stay in a high vibration and let things come. I'm already doing all the things. I'm enough as is. I love that, Rachel. That's beautiful. Yes, be patient. Yes. Okay. Amazing. So I really feel like our intuition is about being in our system, like actually just being in ourselves and asking internally and allowing ourselves to be in the experience of what is being, of asking and receiving guidance, right, from our intuition. So if you feel like you have a really hard time with your intuition, I actually have this really beautiful guide. It's called Sacred Intuition, and it is like it's a really beautiful guide to like strengthening your intuition over time. And I actually asked Phil to like make a little link for it for you as a gift so you can download it, go through it, and actually use the practices in here to strengthen your intuition if you feel like it's like a little bit distant for you, or if it's just something that you want to do more of. So you can just use that link. You don't have to do anything. It will just be a little download there for you. Actually, it was Erica that put the link in there. So it's in the chat. It's such an amazing practice and it is really, really helpful. So if you are like, this isn't enough information about intuition, Brianna, be like, I'm like, I know, but we only have a little bit of time together, so I can only do so much. But I do want you to have this so that you can continue to strengthen your intuition as you go through it. And inside of the process, the 108-day equinox experience that we're going to do, you'll strengthen your intuition muscle like day after day after day, and clarity really becomes reliable for you instead of occasional, right? It'll become something that you can really rely on. Okay, before we move into our next practice, I think it's time for a prize. What do you guys think? Do you think we should pull a prize? I think so because I love prizes so much. Phil is in the other room and he's going to have to bring me a name of somebody that is here and give it to me in my hand, and then I will have it. He's here and he gave me a name. I'm so excited. So our first prize, actually all of our prizes are the same, like spoiler alert, but they're all the same. And it is a $50 gift certificate to our Dragon Tree Apothecary on our website. So you can buy anything you want. Because I was like, I could make up what you want, but actually I'd just rather you get whatever you want. So it is a $50 gift certificate that you can use for whatever you want on the Dragon Tree site. You can't use it in our spas, just to clarify, because our gift certificates are different. It's been like a year-long process that we've been trying to resolve, but we have not. Okay, who's ready? Are you ready? Do you hope it's you? I hope it's you too. All of you. I hope it's all of you. But now I know who it is, and it is Dwan. Dwan! Yay! And I know that you're here because everyone is here because they're all live people, which is very exciting for me. I love it so much. Yay! Congratulations. So please just reach out to us at Phil, should they read his chat at info@thedragontree? Yeah, okay. Reach out to us at info@thedragontree.com and we will send you that gift card. Yay! I'm so happy for you. Okay. First prize. I love it so much. It's so much fun. Okay. So we're going to move into our third practice. And this third practice is, I don't know, I probably use the edgiest of all of our practices, if I'm being honest. And the reason that it's the edgiest of all of our practices is because it can feel, it can just feel the most challenging, honestly. And I think that it's because we lose a lot of our power because of our lack of awareness of choice, right? And that can feel like, it can feel like blamey, and I absolutely don't want it to feel blamey. Like, I want you to receive that with like the amount of love that I mean it in, which is that you forget that you have a choice a lot. And the thing that you have the most choice about is, what do you think? Anyone want to make a guess in the comments? What do you think you have the most choice about? Me. I love that answer, Tracy. That's it. My life, my feelings, my thoughts. These are all great. Great. I would actually say that those are all yes answers. I would say that your attitude, actually, like your attitude, which is kind of all those things, yourself, how you react, how you show up, how your life is going, your thoughts, your beliefs, like those are the things, right, that kind of create your attitude. And we give away so much power in the way that we like go along in life and pretend that we're not choosing. And when I say we pretend like we're not choosing, because you actually are choosing. Even when you have a crap attitude, you kind of chose it, right? Maybe not, a lot of time not consciously. I just want to say that. Like I know like a ton of the time it's not a conscious choice, but it's still a choice, right? And your power really lives in what you repeatedly choose. What you repeatedly choose. So your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, and not one time, right? Like we tend to think like one big decision is going to be the thing, but it's actually not the one big decision, it's the daily decision. It's the daily, everyday choice in our lives, right? And I want to say that this tends to be thought of as like a discipline. And if that feels good to you, great. Like if you're like, I love the word discipline, that really works for me. For me, discipline can feel like a little bit harsh or something, a little bit like I can feel a little controlled or a little contracted around discipline. So I like to think of it instead in as devotion. Like I'm way more interested in my devotion to my life, my devotion to my beliefs, to my attitude, to the world, right? And so I think that and Colleen, like it sounds like the word discipline works for you, which is awesome. And if it does, like use it. For me, devotion works so much better because it feels like almost like I have more choice in devotion than I feel like I do in the word discipline. And so to hold ourselves in devotion to choice about what we're going to believe, into choice about what we're going to do, into choice about how we're going to act, right? And so I love to do a little journaling exercise again to say, what thoughts or beliefs are you consistently entertaining that are shaping your decisions right now? What thoughts or beliefs are you consistently entertaining that are shaping it? And I'm really looking here like in a way that isn't ideal for you. Like, do you have thoughts and beliefs that aren't ideal that are shaping your life, that you're consistently entertaining, right? So that might be a persistent thought about like my body is like unattractive. It could be a belief that I can't have whatever I want in my life. It could be a thought that it's not going to be worth it. What I want to do in my life is not going to be worth it. It could be a belief that I'm not good enough, right? So, what thoughts or beliefs are you consistently entertaining right now that are shaping your life in a way that aren't ideal? And then when you have that one, you can also answer the next question, which is, what actions do I keep choosing that drain me? What actions do I keep choosing that drain me? Yeah, thank you everyone who is sharing in the comments too. I feel like it's not it's not lost on me how hard it is to like share these kinds of things in a public forum, to say like these are the things that are, these are like the deep things that are going on with me, right? So I just want to say it's really sweet and touching that you're sharing. So procrastination, lacking motivation to move forward, procrastination, thoughts are I deserve what happens and there's nothing I can do to change it. I'm worthless. I'm trying to make everyone else happy. I'm difficult. Devotion, so thank you. My effort will fizzle out. Feel like I'm going in circles. Constant vigilance. I'm simultaneously not enough and too much. Yeah, those are like two sides of the same coin. I have a lot to say about that, but probably not enough time to say it all right now. Relationships that aren't balanced, choosing projects that don't suit me, forcing myself to do what others expect. I'm not deserving. I can't do life without my medication, proving my worth. Okay, so I want to then have us do a little bit more journaling, which is asking, are these choices that you're making around thoughts, beliefs, and actions aligned with who you want to become? Are they aligned with who you envision becoming? Like, who is it that you want to become? And does this actually work for you? Yeah, it's a kind of a fast answer usually. No, Allison says, a couple exclamation marks. Yes, no, right? So, our life is absolutely created by our choices, right? Our life is created by our choices. And listen, we don't all, like, I would love to say, like, we all just have the same choices. That's actually not true. But we all do have choices. And one of the biggest ones is like, how are we going to talk to ourselves internally? What is our attitude going to be? How are we going to hold ourselves? What is it, right? Like, how are we going to treat this human that is ours? Because that is one of the most important choices that we can make. And if we can make our choices just more conscious of our choices, then we start to make different choices that are more aligned with where we want to go and who we want to be, right? We can start to have a conscious choice rather than a reaction or a reflex. And so really saying, like, if I'm devoted to my growth, what would I choose instead of what I'm choosing? And one of the biggest things that we can do is just make it really conscious. And making it really conscious is just a practice, right? This is just a practice. It's like every day, if we are having like thoughts, beliefs, actions that aren't moving us where we want to go, that we are getting them on paper, that we're seeing them, that we're bringing them into the light and saying, no, this isn't, I'm not going to choose this anymore. This is going on. And now that I see it, I can change it. If we don't see it, we can't change it. Right. And it just like runs in the background and keeps like really like devolving our experience of our life. But when we can say, like, I choose, right? I choose. And so I want to help you create a little bit of a morning like devotional practice. It's very, very, very short. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to do a huge amount of things right now. I'm going to ask you to do a huge amount of things later. But right now, I just want to give you something that you can start your day with. So I'm gonna tell you a little mantra that I have that I use in the morning. You can, like, this is my words. You can choose different words, right? It's not about, the words are not the magic. It's the message that is like, I feel like the magic. And so if any of the words don't resonate with you, change them, right? Like, you get to be at choice about what you say to yourself. So this is just a suggestion, but something along the line of, I am devoted to the version of me that lives awake. I am devoted to the version of me that lives awake. I choose thoughts that strengthen me. I release beliefs that shrink me, and I act in ways I respect. I'm going to say the whole thing again. I am devoted to the version of me that lives awake. I choose thoughts that strengthen me. I release beliefs that shrink me, and I act in ways I respect. Now, if any of that, like if you're like, I don't love the word respect, change it. If you're like, I don't want to say that part, change it. But giving yourself something that is addressing the version of you that you're becoming and releasing the thought, like looking at thoughts, beliefs, and action, all three of those. Can I write it here? I think so. I am in like a different, I know it seems like I'm in the same platform as you, but I'm actually in a slightly different platform. But did that work? Do you see it in the things? You do? Great news. Okay. Okay. Very cool. Yay. So, and then you can just ask yourself in the morning, what kind of thinker will I be today? You know, what kind of thinker am I going to be? And am I going to be a thinker of shitty thoughts? Or am I going to be a thinker of positive thoughts? And what beliefs will I practice reinforcing in my life? Right? What beliefs could use more of your attention? Right? You have great beliefs in there. You have some beliefs that we can like release, but you also have a bunch of great beliefs. Like, what beliefs are you going to reinforce? Are you going to reinforce the beliefs that get you where you want to go, or the beliefs that don't get you where you want to go? Right? It's just about reinforcing them. It's like, where's your attention going? Putting them on the beliefs that actually help you. And then what action would align with the person I'm becoming? What action would align with the person I'm becoming? Right? Maybe it's an action of reaching out to your neighbor. Maybe it's an action of getting involved in your community. Maybe it's an action of showering. I don't know what your actions are, but these are all great options, right? So, I mean, I don't care if you shower, but like reaching out to your neighbors is a great idea. So these get to be conscious choices about who you're going to become. And this is it. This isn't about perfection. This isn't like, please be a perfect person. It's about devotion to consciousness, devotion to choice, right? Returning to choice when you forget. And guess what? You are going to forget. Sorry, not sorry. It's just how it goes. You're going to forget sometimes. And when you forget, I really want you to do what? What do you think? Be kind and gentle and loving to yourself. We're not going to forget and then beat ourselves up and be like, see, I always make shitty decisions. No. You're going to be like, oh, baby, I love you. Sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we don't do the thing. Sometimes we don't do the thing for a week. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You really are not going to win. Like, you're gonna win more. You're gonna attract more flies with honey, right? Is that how that even goes? Now I feel like I just used a cliche I'm not even totally sure was right. So yeah, sometimes just breathe. That's right. Yes. And I want to say that the experience that we're going to talk about today, this enlightened equinox experience that we're going to have for you today, if you want to join, is really about doing this kind of work every day for 108 days, because devotion compounds on itself and being in community really helps. So I can't wait to share it with you. I still feel like I have other things to say first, but I'm so excited about it. Okay, and I'm ready to do another prize. More flies with honey than vinegar. Thank you, Jen. I really love it. Oh, bees. More bees. You guys, you really know a lot of things I don't know, especially these things. Jen says, me. Okay, somebody's going to win a prize. We know what the prize is. Does anyone remember what the prize is? I'm like a kindergarten teacher. I'm like, everybody share with me what you remember from the day. Good job. $50. I love you all. You're doing such a great job. And the winner is... Phil, I cannot read this. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Sorry, Manisha.
Oh, I guess I could. It kind of looks like Monisha, but I wanted to make sure I was just right. Manisha, yay! Okay, again, reach out to info@thedragontree.com and we will get you your gift certificate that you can use on our website for anything that you want. I'm so excited for you, Manisha. Hooray, 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 hooray. Okay. I love that Kristen says, actually, it's pronounced Kristen. You're funny. You're a funny lady. I like it. Manisha. Okay, there she is. Yay. Okay. All right. Our next practice is one of my favorite practices, maybe of all time. So those of you that have, yes, info@thedragontree.com. That is correct. So For those of you that have ever hung out with me before, you've probably heard me talk about this. And I just want to say it's because I feel like it is one of the most important practices that you will ever do. And that is that, I'm going to start with like awareness is that we often are losing our energy because we are leaking it. We're giving it away. We're overgiving. We're people pleasing. We're waiting for validation. Our energy is just like, actually, our energy ideally, and this is just like a little energetic awareness game, our energy belongs in us. Like your life energy belongs in you. Right? It is yours. It belongs to you. I mean, I teach whole year-long courses on this, but just like the basics are your energy should be in you. Now, because of life, we tend to get our energy all spread out around us, like in the past, in the future, in relationships, in circumstances, in arguments, all over the place, right? And it leaves us feeling kind of impotent in our lives. Right? So those of you that felt like, I can't do this, I'm not sure I can do this, a lot of the time, it's because half your energy is not even in you. Half your energy is out there in the world, right? And so actually pulling it all the way back inside of you is so useful. And this is a practice we're going to actually experience today, but it's something I want you, like if I could invite you to doing it every day, at least twice a day, it will change your life. It changes your life to have all of you in you. Your energy in you is magical. It really, really is. Yeah, Jen said, I give away a lot of energy. Anyone else? At least feel like, I have a stinking suspicion that that's me, right? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Overgiving. Yes. Okay. So we're going to do a practice and I'm going to show you how quickly you can do this, because I feel like a lot of times people are like, I don't have time for myself or practices or anything. And I just want to show you how quickly we can do this. And so I'm going to bring you into a little meditation. We're going to pull all of our energy back and we're just going to see how it feels, even to do it for a couple of minutes. And then you're going to imagine what it would be like if you did this, 2 times a day, 3 times a day, 25 times a day, whatever is needed for you, right? And sometimes it's a lot at the beginning, and that's okay. So let's close our eyes. And again, just come right back into your body. Just taking a nice deep breath. Landing here fully. And I want you to bring your attention into your solar plexus. So if you're not sure where that is, if you can, at the bottom of your ribs, if you feel the bottom of your ribs, you might have to push in to feel them, but as they come together, there's kind of that soft spot there. That's where your solar plexus is, right there in the center of your body. So this is a really important energetic center. And as you bring your awareness into your solar plexus, I just want you to see it as a bright, bright star. Your own personal, bright, glowing star. And you may see it, maybe it even feels a little flickery or small or dim right now. That's okay. Whatever you see, whatever you can feel there. And I want you to just imagine that you're turning it on or up. So if it already feels a little on, turn it up. If it feels off, just imagine like you're flipping a switch, turning it on. And as it turns on, you can see a steady light. And you're turning on a magnetic force, meaning it becomes a strong magnet for all of your energy. And as it turns its magnetic force on, it starts to pull back your energy from anything and everything it's tangled with. So you can maybe feel it coming from behind you, from the past, from thoughts and ideas, detangling from relationships and interactions. And it's just all flowing back into your solar plexus, and then seeing that solar plexus getting even brighter and stronger. And with any energy that's coming back, it gets even brighter and even stronger. It's like the gravitational pull of it gets even more as more energy comes back. And it's getting bigger and stronger, and it's continuing to pull all of your energy back. And you can kind of see little ribbons of energy flowing back into your solar plexus, into that bright star. And it's getting brighter and brighter. And as it's so bright here, I just want to see, you might want to breathe in. And as you exhale, condensing it down so that it still has all of its energy, but it's getting kind of like packed into your solar plexus. And it's becoming even denser and denser and more of a strong magnet for all of your energy. And it's like it's pulling even the little dustings of your energy back now. Pulling it all back until all of your energy is condensed down into your solar plexus. And now we're just going to breathe here. And as you breathe in, see it bright and strong. And as you exhale, condensing it down again, making sure that's really stabilized inside your own system. And then you may want to bring one hand, or even two if you want to, over your solar plexus. And just an internal, like, I've got all my energy here and it belongs in me. This energy is mine. Like really laying claim on your own energy. Kind of like when you were a kid and you went to camp and you had to put your name on all your clothes, like that. Like, I'm putting my stamp on this. This is actually mine. And when it feels nice and stable, just thanking yourself for doing this practice and giving yourself back your energy. Even if it feels really full or like a lot, it's okay. It's okay. You actually have a lot of energy, and sometimes we're not used to having all of that in us. So getting used to that feeling of maybe expansion, of allotness, it's okay. And when you feel ready, I invite you to open your eyes. And if you have any awareness of how it feels for you to be in this experience, just of your own power, just noticing, what does it feel like to be in my own energy? And I want to just say that this practice is so useful for all sorts of situations. One of them that I use a lot is when I feel upset with Peter, which, can you even imagine that happens? He's such a delight, but happens because we're married. When I feel upset with Peter, if I pull all of my energy back, I immediately am not mad, because my anger towards him is a lot of times because I've given him my energy. I've given him my power, and he didn't ask for it. He didn't take it. Not his fault. But if I pull it back inside of myself, and I all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I'm in myself, then I can manage whatever interaction we are having in such a better way. And pulling your energy back isn't about, you're not stealing anything from somebody else. You're not taking their energy. You're just taking back what is yours. Yeah, back in yourself. I feel light in my toes. I feel empowered. Makes me feel a little bit taller. Yeah. We are all of that, right? And we deserve to have our energy in ourselves. So just letting yourself bask in that. Now, imagine, what if you did this every day, 2 times a day? What if you did it 3 times a day? What if you did it 25 times a day? What if you did it 52 times a day? I'm just saying, there cannot be too much. There cannot be too much. And it actually it doesn't take long, right? And also, the more you do it, the faster it becomes. It becomes like a little whoop, oh, didn't mean to give my power away there. Didn't mean to give my energy away there. right? And I don't have to be like, oh, that person got it. You know how we want to go into like the blame game, the like you did, blah 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 da da da. Okay, maybe I'm the only one that ever wanted to do that in my life, but sometimes some of us want to do that. It actually is not that useful. It actually is just mostly just like I'm just actually just gonna take that right back. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right? Feeling surprised at knowing my own power. Yeah, amazing. Katie's like, what? I never do that. Never. Ha ha ha. Okay, at least Katie and I are in it together. Okay, so I know that I always think that I can do everything much faster, and then I end up wanting to talk to you about all sorts of important things. So sorry this is taking a little longer than I expected, but we're in it, and the next practice is so useful that we're just gonna dive right in. I have been keeping my power dim inside. It's bigger than I allow it to be. So much bigger. That's almost true for all of us. Yeah. My power feels like so much. That's part of why I've been fluctuating so hard. Yeah, your power is so much, but get used to it. That's the main thing. It's like, let it be. Get used to it. It's uncomfortable and it's okay. So the next piece I want to talk about is like a huge subject, and we're not going to get to cover all of it or get all the way into it, but I do really want to say that being able to trust yourself is so important. And trust in yourself is built through evidence, right? Like I want to be like, we'll just trust ourselves because, but that's not how we trust anything, right? Like we don't trust other people because of that. We like, especially if we are like in our own power. And we also don't trust ourselves just like through wishful thinking and affirmations, right? We trust ourselves because of evidence, right? Because we are capable of trusting ourselves because we actually are trustworthy, right? So, but I also want to say a lot of times we don't trust ourselves because we are not giving ourselves the evidence that would actually help us with that. So I want you to take out your journal again, and I want you to write down one time that you handled something really hard. Just one time in your whole life. Ideally, if you can think of something recent-ish, that's helpful. But one time that you handled something really hard. And one quality that you have that helps you navigate life. One quality that you have that helps you navigate life. And then the third question is one challenge you trust yourself to face. One challenge that you do already trust yourself to face. Okay, and I'm going to say them all again. So the first one is one time you handled something that was hard. One quality that you have that helps you navigate life. And one challenge that you trust yourself to face. Oh, Rosemary, I'm so sorry to hear about your soulmate. And you handled it. You handled it. Amazing. Yeah, I can repeat, Katie. So one time that you handled something hard, one quality that you have that helps you navigate life, and one challenge you trust yourself to face. And I love people that are sharing it. And if you want to share, please do. You're so great. Losing Brian, kindness, change, losing my sister, in January, my perspective, my morality, finding my strength again. Wow, the challenge I trust myself for has me speechless and surprisingly stumped. A clue. A clue. I love So good. I don't fear failure. I fear not trying. It gets me through a lot. That's amazing. Death of a dear friend last month. Grief, empathy. I can face loss with spirituality. Yeah. Taking a stand against bullying. Amazing. Helping people come together and mediation. Amazing. Losing my son. Strength. My masters. Guys, this is amazing. So I just want to say, like, all of us have had something that was hard that we managed, right? You've had something hard and you managed it. And you have a quality that will help you manage other things, that will help you in life. And you already know that there's something challenging that you know you're going to be able to manage. And one of the things that is one of my favorite phrases I feel like I've ever been taught, I was taught by one of my teachers a long time ago, Matt Garrigan, and he had us really come into the idea of, I trust myself to manage what comes up. And this is a phrase that I say again and again and again. And it's the phrase I say to Peter when we are like facing something hard together. Like, I trust us to manage what comes up. I trust us to manage what comes up. And you to be able to say, I trust myself to manage what comes up. Because you already have so far. You have managed what comes up. And so I think a lot of times we shrink from our lives because we're like, it's going to be fucking hard. And I want to be like, yeah, it is. Sometimes life is going to be hard. But you can manage it. You can manage what comes up. You really can. And so I really want you to claim this for yourself. To say out loud, to say in the comments, to say, I trust myself to manage what comes up. 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 I love this. And the more you like have this in your pocket, like I know this. I trust myself to manage what comes up. And anything that gets in the way of that trust, that I will manage that too. I will manage my distrust if I don't trust. I will manage whatever comes up because I can, because I am in my power. Yes. Yes. I love this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So those are our practices. And I would just love to hear from you in one word, what shifted for you today. Like, or it doesn't have to be one word. That feels like very small, but like 1 to 5 words. Like, what shifted for you today? How are you feeling? What is something that you're going to take with you? Anything like that. Something that anchors in for you. What has shifted? Okay, these are so beautiful. Heart, empowered, confidence, calmer, centered. Energy belongs to me. I trust myself. Yes. To watch my choices, to get back on track. I feel more confident to handle things. Centered, way more grounded. Feel clear to go forward. Perspective. Yes. Confidence, embracing my power. Empowered, agency. I'm stepping into 49 with power, says Priya. Yes. Empowered to change. Yeah, I am stronger and more empowered. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. These are so good. I love these all. Phil, will you please screenshot all of these so I can look at them later and just remind myself that it was so fun? That's like at the end of the day, I'll get to scroll through them and be like, yes, we did it. Really, we did it. This is it. I am powerful and I shine bright. Yes, and your energy gets to be yours. So I just want to say, if this much can shift in 1 hour, imagine what can shift in 108 days of guided structure, reflection, and community. So I know that I already talked to you a little bit about Rituals for Transformation, this book that I don't know if any of you, I do know some of you have done because you told me, but I'm sure not all of you have done. So Peter and I wrote this book, and I'm just going to start by talking about this. So Rituals for Transformation is a 108-day journey, and every day there is a lesson. I've already written. Oh, this is mine. I didn't realize that the one that Peter handed me has all my writing in it. So just ignore this part. This part's normally blank. This is where you would write. This is where I wrote. But it has a lesson every day. They are in order. And it has a lesson that you want to reflect on, that you want to meditate on. Then you write your intention for your day. And then there's space for morning writing and evening writing about the lesson. And I love this book. Peter and I wrote it together. And I have come back to go through it at least 3 times, probably 4 since we wrote it, to do the lessons. And every time they take me deeper and deeper into my process. And one of the things that we have found is that a lot of people, I even saw somebody here who was like, I dabbled in it, right? Because one of the hard things for us to do as humans is to like start a process or start a thing, and then life happens. And when life happens, we tend to like fall away from the experience that we were intending for ourselves. And so knowing that that was like kind of one of the main things that was coming up for people, we decided to create an experience to actually have a really beautiful transformational mastermind for 108 days. And so every day it will be like in Telegram. I don't know if any of you use Telegram, but it's kind of like a voice group space. And so every day we will go in there and we will talk about the lesson for the day. We will talk about it together. It'll be a place for you to reflect what you noticed about the lesson, how it's changing you, have each other. Like, it's not about like there's a leader and they're going to give you something. It's like we're actually all in it together. We're in community around this. And this has been a powerful way that people forever have come together to strengthen what they want to do in their lives, and also to strengthen their spiritual awarenesses, is to come together and talk about it, to say like, oh, this is what I experienced, this is what I noticed, this is the thing that is going on for me. And so we decided to do that together because we really want this for you. And it will be mostly with Peter, actually, and I mean, I can't help myself, so I will definitely be in there sometimes. But it will be 108 days in a row, and it will start on the spring equinox on March 20th. And it is, oh, I can give you a link. I actually even have it on my thing. Me and title. This is where you can go to get it. But I'm not done telling you about it. But if you just want to go look at it right now, you can look. So this is the Equinox package, includes this 108-day transformational mastermind with Peter, which is $197. The Rituals for Transformation book, which is also $40, that you'll get that. And then you will also get our intention papers, which I cannot believe I don't have a packet right next to me to show you. Sorry, I don't know why I don't have my... Yeah, do you want to grab some for me? That'd be amazing. Our intention papers, which are really beautiful. They are these papers that have bay leaves in them for you to write your intentions and burn them, helping them like be released into the world. And our meditation pack. So the intention papers are $15. The meditation pack is $12. So the total value for the whole package is $264. And we decided that we wanted to create a package for you just for today, for 36 hours from now, where you can get all of these things, the 108-day mastermind with Peter, the Rituals for Transformation book, intention papers, meditation pack, for $108. So it's just $1 a day, which is kind of insane, but we really just want you to do it because we want you to go through this practice and have this kind of holding, because we know how much this has changed our lives. And it's crazy to be like, we wrote a book that changed our lives, and writing the book changed our lives, but going back and doing the book also changes our lives. It is so amazing. And to be able to be in a, if you already bought the book, then I would encourage you to still do this, because it's going to be still the least expensive way to get it, and then give the book away to somebody that you love, or somebody that you feel like just needs it, even if you don't love them. That's also okay. But somebody you love is a great idea. So this is still going to be less expensive to do it in this package than to buy the 108-day transformational mastermind with Peter on its own, which we will have for sale, on sale for this time too, from $197 to $147. So it's still less, but still it's even less since you're here to get it with the book right now. Yeah, it is so amazing to go through with support. And Peter and I have done this, actually, we've done this with our friends. It's actually one of the ways that we have this like very tight group of friends. And this is one of the ways that we became a tight group of friends, is that we said, hey, friends, would you like to go through 108 days of this together? And we just created a Telegram group, and we just went through it together, and we had every lesson, and then we talked about it, and we shared our thoughts and feelings, and we got support, right? And to have, it is, so the mastermind is, it's kind of like in real time. So every day starting March 20th, that Peter will go in and he'll talk about the lesson, and you'll be in there. You can leave voice messages or you can like text it out, and Peter will be, and I will be in there to like answer questions, to help support, because sometimes you also get into like a little bit of a, I don't know what to call it, like a little funk around something, and sometimes we get in a funk and then we don't continue. But if we get into a funk and we can be like, hey, this is like hard for me, and we have somebody who can support us in that, it's so amazing. And so that is really what we'll be doing. And so Phil just put in the comments how you can look at the mastermind specifically. Oh, and Peter brought, you can come sit down, darling. So these are the intention papers. They're so beautiful, and in them they have, do any of you have the intention papers already? They're like one of my favorite things. We always have a million of them. And they have these in them, these little papers. They're so beautiful. Jennifer says the schedule is incredibly packed right now. I'm trying to see if I can squeeze one more thing in. So this is one of the reasons we didn't want to make it like that you have to show up at a specific time for 108 days, because I mean, I don't know anyone that could do that. And so you can really do it on your own time, right? And the main thing is just to be, the biggest part of it is to make sure that you're going through, that you're reading the lesson, that you're reflecting on it for you. I imagine that this can just be kind of like your morning practice every day. That's how I would probably hold it. I love the intention papers. Yay! Yeah, me too. So these are the physical things that you will receive in the mail when you get the Equinox package. And then you will get the 108-day transformational mastermind with Peter and the meditation pack.
I'm really excited about it.
Peter's really excited about it. When I asked,
this is me being really excited. No, it's one of those things that, you know, sometimes you create. I don't know if any of you create things for other people, but I being somebody who treats patients and writes things for people, very often I produce something and then I'm like, well, that was for me. At least it was also for me. And that's so much how I feel about this book. And so I'm excited to dive into it because, you know, the sort of spiral of, oh, I needed to hear this again. And, you know, the fertile ground that this seed is being dropped on this time is different than it was last time. And the things that transpire are going to be different in the way that it lands, and how deep it goes is also going to be different. So I love that part.
Thanks, Phil. Wait, why did you give me 3? Oh, got it. I was like, why? Why did he hand me all these papers? But I know why, because they're prizes. They're people that get prizes. I was like, now it makes sense. Yeah, I feel like when I asked Peter about it, I said, would you like to do this? And he was an immediate yes, so excited about doing it. And I think that everyone will benefit so much from just getting to be like in community, get the coaching and support that you need, and to really allow yourself a process of shifting and changing with this incredible guidance of the book, and also with other people, because we thrive inside of community, right? We thrive with community and rhythm and guidance. It's really vitally important, actually, in order for us to move in our lives. But so often, especially I feel like in the culture that I think probably all of us are in, where we talk about independence so much, like do it yourself, you can do it on your own. And if you want to do it on your own, we totally honor that, and like just get the book and go through it. But it's hard. It's hard to do things on your own, actually. And when we have each other and when we have community, it makes such a huge difference. So.
I think we're much more herd animals than we would like to believe. There's so much esteem placed on doing something all by yourself, and getting 100% of the credit for it. And very few of us really like thrive, in total independence from other human beings.
Does anyone thrive in total independence from other? I don't think
I mean,
so.
as I get older and like a certain kind of curmudgeonly sub-personality is like hey, I'm here, and I've always been here. But it wasn't until recently that you were like, you get a seat at the table because I'm now old enough that I can't, willingly allow that part. Now I'm kind of being kidding, but I can see that certain people do well in their own company for much of their life, but
Yeah. No.
even they need to have time in community in order to truly
Absolutely.
thrive.
Everyone needs
Otherwise,
community.
in a vacuum, um, there's no sounding board, there's no feedback, there's no checks and balances. Things get a little weird.
Things definitely get weird. Okay, I have 3 people. We can answer questions too. If you have questions, please put them in the comments. We'll make sure to get to them about any of the package, the Equinox package. It does start on March 20th, which is the spring equinox, and we're happy to answer all of those. The link doesn't work. Okay, let me see. Phil, can you see if something about that link is not working? He will get it in the comments if something is wrong. But
See, Emily really gets me because she's better most of the time alone. Only comes out of the cave once in a while.
Okay, Jennifer said the link worked for her. So maybe try it again. Try thedragontree.com/equinox. And Jen put it in there because magic. Thank you. Yeah, great. Okay, so I have some prizes, then we'll answer some more questions. But the prizes for people that are here, da, 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 da. The first prize is Ren. Ren! Do, 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 do. You win. Please email info@thedragontree.com and we will get you your gift certificate. Now, the second person who won, I have 3 of them because I spread them out and then I was like all at once. The second is Jenny Roberts. Jenny Roberts! Yay! I'm so excited for you. Email us at info@thedragontree.com and we will get you a prize. And then, yay, Jenny! Okay, and the last person that's here that is getting a prize is Dominique G. Dominique G. You also won. So please, all of you, please email us and we'll get you your gift certificates. I'm so excited to find out what you win and also what you choose. Also, if you want to message me on Instagram and tell me what you chose, I really love hearing from you. So please let me know. It's like I could say email me, but I don't check my email that often. But I do check my DMs on Instagram. So please let me know what you buy. And you missed the winners. Okay, I'm gonna read the winners one more time. They are Ren, Jenny Roberts, and Dominique G. And the 2 people who have won that are not here, can you go asking for a last name for that person? Are Jason G. Jason G. You are not here, but when you watch this on replay, it's going to be like a special hidden surprise for you right in this moment that you are going to win, Jason. So reach out to us at info@thedragontree.com. And why did he cross it out? And the other person who's not here who is winning is Amber Harrell. So Amber Harrell, when you watch this on replay, there's a hidden surprise for you and it's right now. So exciting. I love that so much. You're welcome, Dominique. I'm so glad. Okay. Thanks for shopping the course. Oh, yes. Okay. Anyone have any questions about any of the things about the 108-day transformational mastermind, about the equinox package that we have put together for you, about rituals for transformation in general? Happy to answer any of those questions. I rarely win anything. Well, today is your magic day. It's so good. I'm so glad that you were here, Jen. Thank you for being here. Hi, Tuan. Thank you for being here. Okay, Dominique has a question. You're welcome to ask it. We'll make sure that we save space to answer it. And just in general, I want to say the 5 practices that you got today, I really want to help you to bring them into your life. So I hope that you have them written down. Come back to them. You can come back and watch this replay again. Go through the practices. There are things that will absolutely change the way that things land for you in your life. Dominique, can you write it out? I actually don't know on the thing that I'm on how to unmute you. We'll be getting an email for all of the downloads. So yes, so Allison, you'll get an email with the meditation downloads, and you will get mailed in the mail the book and the intention papers, and then you will also get an email that just says like you're going to be part of this mastermind, and then you'll get another email that will have all of the directions of how to join, and you will get that before March 20th when we start. But just so you know, that's kind of the way that you'll receive all of the things. I'm so glad you're joining us. Okay. Phil also answered that question. That's so great. Definitely going to watch this again. I'm so glad. And yes, okay, great. He just basically said what I said, which is so great. Does the platform this on have a cost? No, it doesn't. So it'll be on Telegram. Have any of you used Telegram before? Yeah, some of you. So have any of you used Voxer? They're kind of similar. So if you've used Voxer, Telegram is pretty similar, except that you can, more like Facebook, you know how you can message, like there's a main message and you can put comments underneath it. So conversations stay together a little bit better. That's why we decided to use Telegram. It does not have a cost. You can have it on your computer. You can have it on your phone. I mostly just have it on my phone. It's pretty easy.
Is it voice based, like voice recordings, like
you can
Voxer?
do either one. So just like Voxer, you can text, you can do voice recordings. So both work. Bye from the Netherlands. Oh my gosh, you are here from the Netherlands. That's amazing. Okay, and I'm gonna give time for. I know I asked Dominique to like write out her thing, so I want to make sure that we have time to answer that question. And I'm so excited for all of you that are joining. It's gonna be so amazing. And for those of you that won a prize, you can use it to. You can use the $50 gift certificate to apply to this. You will get it in your email. So if you want to, you can do that. We will also send out links to join too. So you just have 36 hours to join at this price, and then it will go up to its regular price. So we have 36 hours, and then you have until March 20th. Well, really like March 19th to join, because we kind of want to all get started together on the 20th. Thank you so much. I will sign up tonight. I'm so glad. Okay, when we unleash our true power and glow within our soul as a human, do we need to lower the intensity? Sometimes I feel that I may come off as intense. I guess that is why I may need to find another space to spread my power safely. I just want to say that I think, I want to say it depends on who you're around, because some people are going to love the intensity of your full power, right? Like if you were hanging out with us, we would be like, yes, give it to us all the time, never stop. We want it all the time, right? And that's actually a really great thing about this community, is that there's no dimming, right? It's going to be like, you can have hard times, right? And that's okay too. And also all of your light is allowed to shine. And I think sometimes it's useful to have a practice space where you can let yourself fully be in your power and other people are celebrating it. And then it gives you kind of the confidence to bring it into other places and not be concerned, right? And it doesn't mean that everyone's going to like it, but not everyone likes it that you're dimming either. So there's no winning over everyone, right? It's not going to be like everyone likes you kind of no matter what. Like good news, bad news, doesn't really matter. And a lot of people would like, especially women, to lower their intensity. And I really like to rebel against that and just say, no, I'm not going to lower my intensity. Like, if you don't like my too much, go find less. You know what I mean?
I would just say I agree with what Brianna says. And I do think that to a great extent, it is that the average person is unaccustomed to that kind of intensity and uncomfortable with it, in large part because I think it pushes other people to approach their own edge of their comfort zone when you're around that. And I mean, it's both captivating and enticing to people to be in the presence of mojo that is that thinly veiled, and it's also can be unsettling. It starts to affect people around you. The structures that it's passing through over time go through a kind of opening or maturation or something where that intensity is allowed to come out. I don't know how to say it, maybe like more cleanly or something. At the beginning, it can be that, it's like putting premium gas or something into a very old car, or I wish I had a better metaphor than that, a lot of voltage through like old wiring or something, where it's like in certain ways it may amplify aspects of your personality that maybe need to sort of clear the way, and that will happen, but it can feel sort of clunky and even painful in the process. I mean, there is a pain to waking up, and it sounds like you're going through that, and hopefully you're getting good support. And if you're in this group, we will do whatever we can to guide you along the way.
That's really useful. Rebecca's, you guys are amazing. Oh, thank you. Okay, there's a question from a community member. I'm not sure I get the community aspect of this experience. I'm interested, but I don't know what happens on a random voice note thread. Is that the piece structured in some way? What happens in the room? How does Peter engage there? Or does he post? Sorry, I'm trying to understand what happens before beyond the journal piece. Okay, this is a really great question, and I feel like sometimes I take it for granted because I've been in so many spaces like this. I'm like, oh, that's what it's like. But if this is your first time, it makes so much sense that you have questions. So I just want to say thank you. I'm sure you're not the only one with this question. It's really useful. So imagine that you're on a text thread with your best friends, right? Like but you're talking about one subject every day. And that means that you're being asked in that text thread to share like what arises for you when you read this. How does this land for you? This journal experience, this lesson for today. Like what happened for you? What happened throughout the day? And what is challenging about this for you too? Because inevitably there are going to be some lessons for you that are like, oh yeah, easy breezy, and some that are like, oh, that's messing with some structure that I hold very dearly, right? And so that does mean that you're going to then be examining that and looking at that, but in a space that is like, we love you and we're holding you, and like there's a lot of space for that to be experienced here. And then but it's not just like you having a text message with us, it's with everyone. So everyone else can also be like, we got you, we believe in you, we're here for you. And also like I've experienced that. That's like even being in this group, you can see then like one person's like, sometimes I feel like I'm too much. And a lot of other people are like, me too. I feel that way sometimes too. Oh, thank heavens. I'm not alone. I am a human having a human experience, and we're all in this together, right? And that gives us both the support and awareness that we're not alone, and also often like some like ways to find our way forward and ways to find our way more open. And so Peter will be posting about like he'll start a conversation every day to just be like, you're all reading the lesson on your own. So he's not going to like read the lesson to you or even post the lesson because you have the book. You're going to be following along. It'll be like, today is day 52, and this is like how this landed for me. How did it land for you? Like what did you experience? And then as you have challenges, you'll be coached through those things. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I will likely be going through the lesson for the day and posting about an aspect of it that I feel is worth drawing attention to, or something that might not have been totally obvious when you read it, or asking how do you feel about this aspect of it, or how does this land with you, hoping to add something to more than just the text itself. Also, I noticed that Fran asked, is there significance to March 20th?
Oh, Erica answered it. Because it's spring equinox. Yeah.
Exactly.
So this is we are starting on spring equinox, going for 108 days. It's a really great it's a really great time for transformation, to be starting something in the equinox, to start our growth, to start our movement, and to be doing it all together. So impactful. So
yeah. So we'll go through summer solstice and a little beyond.
Yeah. Yay. I can't wait. We're going to have so much fun. It's going to be great. I know that some people are like, doesn't sound exactly like fun, but it's my kind of fun. It's kind of fun I like to have.
It's my kind of fun too.
I think it will be really...
We're intense.
but we're intense.
Weirdos.
Like Dominique, all together. So I hope that you'll join us. If you end up with any questions along the way, please feel free to reach out. You can reach out at info@thedragontree.com. Erica will answer any like technical questions. If there are questions that need to be answered by us, she will forward them on to us and we will respond. And we just want to make sure that you have all the information that you need in order to make this decision. Again, you have until, what is today, Tuesday?
Yes.
You have until Wednesday at midnight to join for just $108. So again, it's like $264 worth of amazingness in this package for only $108, and that's like $1 a day. There's almost nothing you could buy for $1 a day, and I'm sure nothing that will be this impactful in your life. So I'm really excited. Carrie, I'm so glad you're signed up. We can't wait to have you all. We love you very much. We love you so much. And we can't wait to be in this with you. And we will talk to you soon.
It's going to be great.
Yay. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.